The Minnesota Vikings are the Rodney Dangerfield of the NFL. This team gets no respect. Despite making the playoffs last year, winning 10 games, they opened this season as underdogs against the Detroit Lions, a team that was terrible in 2012. And here they are again in week 2, 6.5-point underdogs against another team they were better than last year, the Chicago Bears. Now, I understand why Minnesota suffers from a lack of respect in the betting marketplace. I understand why people are hesitant to get behind this team. It's because of their quarterback, because of the obvious deficiencies at the quarterback position. Christian Ponder, among the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and people just don't want to trust a team with their money when they know on a week-in, week-out basis that team will be going up against teams with better quarterbacks than they have. And with the Vikings, that's the case, and it's the case again this week. However, that's not the complete picture here. Christian Ponder was the Vikings quarterback throughout last season, didn't stop Adrian Peterson from topping 2,000 yards on the ground. Peterson probably the best player in the entire NFL. This guy is as close to unstoppable as there is. Sees 8- and 9-man fronts every week. Defenses still cannot deal with him. Peterson, 262 rushing yards in 2 games against the Chicago Bears last year. Are the Bears going to have any answers for him on Sunday? I don't think they will. There's no defense in the NFL that knows how to stop Adrian Peterson. So as long as the Vikings employ a conservative game plan here and don't let Ponder get them beat, lose the game for him, which he did last week against Detroit by throwing 3 interceptions and fumbling the ball, I think they'll be fine in this game. Chicago, not an explosive offense, bad on offense last year. They managed 23 points against the Cincinnati Bengals last week. They certainly did not resemble a high-scoring, explosive offense. 4 new starters on that offensive line, so I'm sure Jared Allen is licking his chops for this game. And Jay Cutler, he might be better than Christian Ponder, but he's about as inconsistent as they come. We know Minnesota is excellent against the run. If they can stop or slow down Matt Forte in that Chicago running game and force Jay Cutler to beat him, you never know. We've seen several meltdowns throughout Cutler's career where he just seems to almost quit, shrug his shoulders and quit. He becomes a walking turnover, just giving the ball to the other team. At least once or twice a year, Jay Cutler is good for a 5 or 6 turnover game, a game in which afterwards his teammates are questioning his leadership publicly, things of that nature. You never know. This could be that game. 6.5 points, a lot in this situation when you consider that the Vikings were the better team last year, and both these teams, the core of their roster returns intact. So Minnesota might not win this game. They might. I think they're going to keep it close. I like the Vikings plus 6.5 here.